Welcome to the kitchen table, where the jankiest Magic the Gathering decks battle it out for glory, but most of all for your viewing pleasure. And to make it even extra fun, we have a little leaderboard, where the winner will win a Modern Horizons 2 Collector Booster, thanks to our partner CARDMARKET. To participate in this leaderboard, there's only one thing you need to do, and that is predict the winner of the next match and leave it in the comments below. We will announce the next match at the very end of this video, so stay with us until the end. But now sit back and relax, and let's ask Bram which two decks will enter the arena this time.
This time another Battle of the Planeswalkers with Fiery Chandra and Poisonous Vraska. Now before we start, let's have a look at the decks. The mono-red Chandra deck is built around one Planeswalker, but she comes in many forms, as there is the Acolyte of Flame, the Torch of Defiance and the Awakened Inferno. Now Chandra also brings some gear and pets. Let's look at Chandra's Regulator. There's an Ember Cat, a Pyroling and a big Chandra's Incinerator. On the other side, a black, blue, green Vraska snake deck, of course with Vraska, Golgari Queen and a lot of snakes. We have Lotus Cobra, Kasitu, Orochi Archmage, but there's also a Death Touch team with Hooded Blightfang, Wasteland Vipers and Winged Coatls. Now let's see if the scales of the snakes can endure the flames of Chandra.
Fight!
A fiery redhead versus a lady with snakes in her hair, of course sponsored by Dragon Shield. This time we see a Chandra's Ember Cat. We also see some nice lands. There's Chandra Novice Pyromancer as the first Planeswalker and a Regulator. Nice hand for Chandra. Let's see what Vraska has in store for us.
Let's do this!
Now this black green blue deck, of course, we see some lands. Primal Might is a nice combat trick. And here is a snake, it's called Ambush Viper. There is a Vraska as well. And I also see a Deadwood Cobra. Now let's start with the game with a nice mountain. That's probably my favorite mountain of all time. They're all nice and blingy. And here's a Ember Cat. This fluffy, fiery cat can also give some mana, and this means that the Chandra deck is going to ramp in their first Planeswalker. Second mana, second land for the snake deck, and they follow up with a Deadwood Cobra. That's a 2/2 that can gain reach or Death Touch. Here is Foil Mountain number 3, and together with the cat we have Chandra Novice Pyromancer, and she will put the snake on a barbecue.
I'm the best fire starter there is!
2 damage, no more snake. Back to the snakes now, and they have their third land ready. And now they will pass the turn with some deadly Ambush Vipers in hand, of course. And Chandra untaps her beautiful foily mountains. And she will play a Regulator. This is a very cool artifact where you can copy abilities of Planeswalkers, so meaning this Ember Cat will now gain +2/+2 twice, but here is an Ambush Viper and that will take care of the cat. And let's see if there's a follow-up. Here is Hooded Blightfang, no fourth land for the snakes, but this is a nice Death Touch creature. It's also a 1/4. Now the Regulator is going to cycle away a mountain, and we have another big Planeswalker in hand. Now the Regulator, it has a really cool combo, because Chandra, the Novice Pyromancer, she can create mana, and she can do that 2 times with the Regulator, meaning that's enough mana for Chandra Awakened Inferno.
What? My hair is on fire? I know.
This one comes into play with 6 loyalty.
It's my turn.
Now it's going to -2. And then we'll copy this ability again with the Regulator, taking care of the Hooded Blightfang. Chandra is on a roll. There are already 2 Planeswalkers on the board. Oh, and the snakes, they missed their 4th land. Because they had the ideal solution for a Planeswalker in hand. Oh, there's another Planeswalker. Chandra's Torch of Defiance has just been drawn. Now let's first start with some Planeswalker action.
You and I are gonna take him out.
Here is a emblem from Chandra Awakened Inferno. So at the beginning of the upkeep of the player, 1 damage will be dealt. Now because of the Regulator, this ability triggers twice. So 2 damage. And here is, with the help of the young Pyromancer, Chandra Torch of Defiance. And this one can exile cards for its +1 ability. That's what's going to happen. And of course, with the Regulator, it will trigger twice. 2 damage and another 2 damage. And then we head over to the land of the snake. But before we do that, there's still a Viper jumping on the battlefield. So the emblem deals some damage. There is that 4th land. Very important. Now the Viper can take care of the Novice Pyromancer. But that big Chandra is looking very scary.
I knew you needed my help.
Let's see if the snake player can find an answer. Of course, there's Primal Might. So first the attack on the Novice Pyromancer. But Chandra's tapping mana. Chandra's Pyro Helix deals 1 damage to the snake. But no, Destined is giving that snake indestructible. So still 1 damage. But the Novice Pyromancer has been killed. Of course, now no follow-up play. And that means Chandra can untap. She can regulate further. She still has 2 very powerful Planeswalkers. And with the Regulator, we're going to exile and do 2 damage. And we'll do that again. Now this one might be a creature we want to keep. Yeah, we're going to keep Chandra's Spitfire around. That's a 1/3 with flying. That can get bigger. Now we need the D20 for the big Chandra. And that's bad news, because that means 2 more emblems. 4 damage has been dealt. The Chandra deck is completely out of control. The snakes are close to the barbecue. Let's see if they can still do something. This Planeswalker is Chandra's Swarm's Eminence, and that can create assassins that can kill Planeswalkers outright if they deal damage to them. So that is the ideal threat against the Planeswalker deck. My question is, does it come too late? An attack from the Viper? And on which Planeswalker is it going to be? First the Assassin token. There we go. No attack. Primal Might is going to fight with the Spitfire. Getting rid of that flyer is important, but now still there is Chandra's Regulator doubling the effects of the Planeswalkers. Meaning we're going to do 2 more damage, and then we're going to just pause the turn, but not before we're going to add 2 more emblems. That's 6 damage on the way. This is the first flawless victory.
KO.
Chandra is putting the snakes on the grill.
So this was this week's match. Check out the community tab of this channel to find out where you are in the leaderboard, or learn how you can join the leaderboard by clicking on this link here. But most importantly, predict who will be the winner of the next match and leave it in the comments below. And Bram will tell us now which 2 decks will battle it out in the next epic match.
Next time we're going to see a bunch of hungry Hydras versus some fiery Phoenixes. Leave your vote in the comments below, and as always, keep it casual.